Hey, I'm live. Trying to get my setup here. There's the camera coming on. Should say the scope. There we go. So let's get to the channel on YouTube on the computer. Now I did do a roll last night. I had two finds. Let's see, this wasn't one of them, unless that's. Oh yeah, we got a slight grease strike through on the D and the 2. And this one, we get the little die chip in the hair. That's about 25% of the coverage. Almost, I'd say maybe close to the 40. So it's been a while since I found one that big. I'm finding some small ones and not keeping them, but we got 7 rolls left. Meanwhile, I'm cooking supper. I'm trying to get my camera to look right on YouTube. So I guess I'm going to get it. Somebody's in here already and beat me to the like button. Why is not letting me do what I want to do on my own channel? Okay, well, we're here. I'm here. I don't see nothing. It went all, I can't see chat or nothing on here. Let me relaunch this again. God dog it. Hey, it did this once before. Let's finish this course. Oh, I know why. I want full screen. So let me see chat or nothing. Oh well. Hello, welcome in. Right now you're looking at the deck of the CoinScope. See, here we go. Here's the quarters. Soon for die chips and that horn on Louisiana State quarter. Just going before to do 10 rows of quarters at a time. So this is already done 3 rolls. So then for die chips, silver, anything like that, it's easier for me just to check it on the scope versus just a silver check. That way, if I see the errors, we see it while I'm doing it live. If I see a nice 1982-83 quarter, I will be keeping that. Is that Denver? Definitely won't find anything on this one. What's happening with the pennies? I've got a few rows left to open. I'm saving those for weekend. Like on Friday nights, I do a couple rows. Only got about 8 rows left. I was able last Friday to get 2 rows of pennies from the bank. Customer wrap, we had 1 wheat cent in there. Then with 2 wheats total out of 3 rolls, about 18 copper. The pennies will be going away after 2026. They can probably do a limited run on the pennies with the dual dates. Probably for minutes and proof sets only. Or I don't know if they're going to release them for business. So, and more likely they're going to probably limit how many proofs and mint sets you can get. So I'm going to just help. I definitely need 2 proof sets, one for me and one for my step niece who's due in January. So let's get a proof set for her little boy to have. So we're going to get together with her this Thanksgiving because her mom and my brother are now divorced, but we still love her. Still consider her family. So right now I'm trying to get another 2025 proof set for my niece's daughter. So I have a great niece. I have another great niece who got a mint set in hers. The little thing says the year I was born. I think I should have done a proof set for her. So then for errors. For some reason I can't see chat on my YouTube on my computer for some reason. It's screwing up. So I'm trying to get these quarters done tonight. When we get these done tonight, I'm going to swing by the bank. Well, Friday, I'm picking up a box of nickels from the bank. That's a given. This got the weekend coming up for the let's see, find nope, no die chip there. I've been finding die chips in that branch right there in that Y. I keep checking. There's some of the cores Philadelphia Mint. There are DDOs on the Philadelphia coins right there. I also keep checking for the mint marks on that side. Mountain Hood. I don't know if I need that one or not. I made them from one of my state quarter books. I'm slowly buying the mint sets because I got the nice books for those. Oh, my candy book is complete except for the 1981 Type 2 half. That's the only coin I got left. Everything else is uncirculated or proofs in that book. Including the silver proofs from 69, 68, and all that. So the only book I got actually oh, look at that. We got a little die chip in the crease of the mouth right there. No die chip in the hair. Well, since I found the Drilling George. Two weeks ago, we found the W back quarter. That's the one thing I'm looking for. The back quarters, or the W's. Thanksgiving week, I don't have the S mint, the NIFCs or the women quarters, but I do have all the women quarters. I have yet to undo I've had to unroll them. They're still in the original mint wrappers. So look for a hunt on those Thanksgiving weekend. That's coming soon. I'm actually doing something with the pennies anyway. Lady at Work's niece is in 8th grade and they're having a contest about bringing in pennies. So I'm going to give her about half what I got open. Shouldn't, but I'm doing it to be nice. Plus I'm going to give her 2 little silver rounds to give to her niece for Christmas. And I got some packages coming in. So I have one came in over the weekend. So I get the other ones in. Gonna be a mail call video coming up. Still don't know if I die chips in any of the letters on this one. This is the most strangest looking quarter I ever seen. To get the extra cactus leaf. No, we did not. And no die crack between the 2 and the 8. God dog it. That's the Denver, that's why. Meanwhile, I'm cooking red beans and rice. Both arrows all tore up. I ain't found any of the arrows known for this one. There's die chips in her hair. I have yet to find any. Now I got the quarters for her. We're going to start putting those together as sets to sell and whatnot. And we got the extra rock right there. Should be two rocks there, and one rock there. We got 2. So the die was starting to break it to make the extra bigger rock. So we got that one. And we got feeder finger scrapes right up in there. I should be using my dang fingernail. I got dog it. There's some scrapes right up in here, I see. So we got that one. A while since I found one of those like that. Was this Denver? Yeah, I definitely gonna find anything on this one. Some junk. Meanwhile, I got a pot of red beans and rice cooking. Ooh, look at that. Now this one struck off center, y'all. Not by much, but it's an off center strike. I'm going to keep it because it's so badly damaged. I actually missed the line die strike. And look at the damage on the back. Okay, I'm just going in the bucket. Wait, we got one more. These. Oh, see the doubling on the bottom of the cuff. No. Now, if we get done with these quarters in time, if I got the time to do it, I will do a couple rolls of pennies. Three. No die chip back there. No die clashing. No die chips in the words. Guam. This one, you can find die chips in the letters on this one also. I never found any on the Georgia State quarter. And no die chips there. Oh, find the W on that one. We're seeing a mint from Philly. 1986. I was 2 years out of high school when this coin was made. $22. This quarter's, oh man, this quarter's seen some use. Denver. I'm always checking my die chips, even on Denver's. You don't find them that often on Denver. You might find something here and there on a Denver minute coin, but not often. Like I have a different one. There's a die chip. Damn pointer. A die chip on a Denver one right here, which is also known on the Philadelphia minute one. This is the Philly. Let's see. I got 2 W's of this quarter coming up. River of No Return. I think that was one of the first ones I got was the River of No Return. Once I found out about them. I'm going to slowly be saving up. I will get a box of quarters here eventually. If I get my bonus check in time for Christmas, maybe New Year's, first of the New Year's, I'll start for the box of quarters. We'll have to wait and see though. Depends how much my bonus is. This is when you think you find die chips in. I have yet to find any die chips on the Connecticut State quarter on this dang tree. I got one that are possible, but they're too hard to tell. You would think that one would have a bunch of die chips in all those branches. That actually weakens the die that much work. Comes Idaho. George crossing the Delaware. I've bought one. It's got the big nest right there, but I don't have the full crown one. Keep looking for those. Now it's been seeing some damage. On this one, on the Philadelphia one, it's doubling them along some of these window frames of the world, but I have yet to find that one. Those. This one you're going to find doubling on the backside of our hair on the Philadelphia minute one. There's doubling in the metal. There are die chips in the metal you can find too. I've been doing research on that. This happens to be Denver. Now that's a little small indentation. It looks like because I think these letters are recessed into it. I'm not sure. Denver. Ooh, here's a nice Yosemite one. I think I'm keeping this one. And that one in the cheap books. Definitely keeping that one. That's a nice one. The ones I've been finding out lately are like grungy and all that. Still no broken. There's a big die chip. Dirty Water, he calls it the broken branch. And that's one of the ones I've been looking for. That's on my bucket list. It's Denver there in front of doubling on that one. Not bad with 20 minutes into it. I've already done 3 rolls. How many left I got? 4, 5. Yeah, Friday, I was just so worn out. So Friday after work, went to the bank to pick up these 10 rows of quarters and some nickels and a roll of dimes, which I just put. I put the video out on what I found on that. And me and my dad went. When I got my dad, we went to a company called Turner Industries and got a car from them for me. I still have to pay mom and dad back, which is okay. And then after all the run around I did out in Central Saturday, Friday night, I was exhausted. That was a long day. Normally, I could do these quarters in a couple hours. You know, these 10 rows a couple hours live on YouTube. But man, it took me almost 40 minutes to get through one row. I can't figure out why I cannot see my chat on here. The chat's down at the bottom. Well, I did find these two here on dimes. I've only got, this is a 2020p dime. Nice little die chip on that oak leaf right there. And with another 2009 Denver. Had 2009 nickel. This might have been it. Denver. Got a 1940 Denver nickel. And this is the big bad boy I found, beehive. This is a class 3 beehive I found. Well, I classify it. Got 1, 2, and here's the third one. This is a nice size one, almost full height. Almost a full height. The rest are little beginning die chips. P. Yeah, we trust. I want to say something about this. They did not do a good job on engraving these Washington quarters on the dies. I know it's 2019 or 2020, but still. I could find 70s ones looking better than that with the design on it. I'll be able to set up a little die crack right there. Or someone found die crack on one. Actually, it's a little indentation on the planchet. So we got a little indentation going on. Runs right through there. They're supposed to be doubling on the flag on the American flag, but I have yet to find that one unless this is one. I don't know if it's on the bottom or on the top. I can't remember. I'll put that one off. I'd check it off. I'll check it once I get off. Oh, yeah. Unfinished battle. Apparently, we had an update to Raid Shadow Legends I did not know about. Uh, Reward from Siege. Enough 6 stars to get some points. Now I play Raid. I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends since the COVID years. Okay, there's supposed to be die chips on the butterfly, but I don't think they're die chips. Just the monarch butterfly, and that's the design patterns. There's supposed to be a die chip between the antenna, but they didn't make the antenna long enough for it. I don't think. It's also one of the W quarters, but this is not it. T Philly. There you go. Ding, pop-ups on games. Right, next row of quarters. I don't have a coin holder for the quarters. I wish I had a 3D printer where I can make one, but I don't. Effigy mounds. I keep looking for stuff on this one. Die chips in the trees and the grass. I've yet to find anything on this quarter. And the May Wong, famous Asian actress. Oh, it's on this coin, but it's like corrosion. Oh yeah, I went to the bank Friday. Had 2 coins that would not go through. One's actually a metal detecting fine. It's got the rust color to it. Okay, there's all kinds of doubling on this dang quarter for the Philly, like if in these the beadwork, the bone pipe. They're calling this glass beads. This is bone pipe. I want to correct them on Variety Vista on that. It's bone pipe. Oh man, if we had another back quarter 2 weeks in a row, that'd been funny as heck. 2 W's, holy cow. Let's talk about that. Here's a big die chip on this one. See, here's a later stage of it. See the big old die chip there? This is the later stage of that other one that we found. So now I got a progression set, basically. Stack that together. That's timber. Not gonna find anything on this one. Keep hoping one day I'll find something of a devil quarter on this coin. A die chip, beginning of the snow on the roof. Hey, you can pop the chat out now. Cool. Okay, let's get her off the stand. You know, I always check the die chips for feather in the feathers up here. And there's some. I saw one that's every feather had a die chip in it. That's been a couple years ago though. Maryland. Nothing. Here's the Denver one. No, this is Philly. Check to the side of the stalk. Die chip. Oh, we got a little tiny die chip right there. Probably gonna send that one back. I wish it was bigger. Okay. $67. Let's see what we got here. Magnolia. Does anybody know if there's any errors on the Mississippi State quarter? This one I love finding die chips on, and I haven't found some in a while on this one. I'm going to have to go stir my pot. Yeah, I'll be right back here in just a second. Oh, wasn't that bad? Oh, cool. Stir my pot up. Cooking red beans. I want them stick and burn. Okay, coming back, got my rice in with the beans. I do a 1 pot meal. I just clean up 1 pot, not two. Clean up 1 pot, a bowl, 1 spoon. Ooh, I moved it. That's gonna be nice. Oh, come on, quit moving. Tighten that down, I guess. Thought I had it tightened down. It's tight. Arches. I'd like to go see those. Supposedly you have to have a Native American take you out to go see those things. It's on Native American land. That's what I know about the bone pipe. Nothing there. Never found any in the New York State quarter either. Even when they first came out, never found anything on those quarters. And 20 back. Do we have another W? No, that Philly. Did it agree straight through? No, that's no one I'm looking for. Agree straight through on the back quarter. I wish I knew what she did. I'll have to look her up. Ida B. Wells. $1997. This is what I call skin toning in somebody's pocket or pocket toning. That's actually a pretty cool looking quarter. Be funny one day I'll open up a roll and be full of silver quarters and there'll be nobody here to see it except for me. That'd be a cool thing to happen live. Open up and get about 4 or 5 silver quarters out. What I haven't found in a long time on here is I hadn't done quarters in a long time either. I don't know what I get at the car wash. The last time we did get it yen. Yeah. Been here by myself. I can't get my chat. I put the chat out, but I can't give my own self a like on my own YouTube video. Yeah, it's not letting me. I had to pop the chat out on YouTube. It's doing something. It done this once before. I forgot how I got out of it. Hmm. So it's right up here. Try and adjust the chat windows. Height. No, don't want that. Full blown version. I got no chat. God dog it. At least I got it back. Tap to continue. No, for Paragon. No. Okay, back to the quarters. You missed it earlier. I said one day I'm gonna open up. There's gonna be 4, 5, 7 quarters. I'm gonna be the only one here watching. Yeah, hey, here, look at this nice little nasty beehive. I can see without the scope. Look at that beehive on that on that nickel. Yeah, we got a little small one here on the FS. Dirty Waters has got a package coming to me. I don't know when he's going to send it. I'm curious to what he's got in there for me. I know he's going to probably give me one of the broken branches that he finds a lot of. See, that's not a dye chip. That's just the hair being worn down. It's a nice one. San Antonio Missions. I'm going to find W on this one. Ooh, this is in good shape. Maybe an upgrade in my books. Nope, it's Denver. That's actually a nice one. It still has cartwheel luster. So it'd be an AU 50-ish. Yeah, that's a. We need nickels and dimes at Domino's, so I cashed in my quarters. So I asked for 2 rolls of nickels, 1 roll of dimes. In fact, I got the other rest of the nickels right here. Some place it says how many more I need to put in there to make a full tube out of them. Oh, sorry. I need to get a blank Whitman album. Yeah, let me show you this. Oh, I know why it's so dark in here. I have this light on. Okay, the 55 and this 63 are proof quarters. Those are errors. Spinning horse, the pooping horse. These are all proofs or SMS. This bottom was an SMS. Then here's oh, Indian head scent. Here I don't know why I got Indian head scent. There's a RPM I got from Blue Ridge. So yeah. So I'm gonna get a blank bind and put these in there. Those are some recent additions. I want the full crown bird's nest. So this is a filly. There is a DDO on the filly, but I have yet to find that one. Don't see the doubling on the bottom of the cuff. No die chips. And a little die crack right there on the tip of the bird's wing to the inner rim, but I'm not worried about that one. I'm always checking these trees for die chips. Been doing that since way back when they first came out. Checking these leaves for die chips. I don't see anything. Got a contact mark there. Nothing there. That is a birch tree, by the way, just so y'all know. This one, I'm never thought about looking for errors, so I started looking for these. When I get these, I'm starting to look a little bit more for die chips up in here. The weak points of the die. Where you're going to find die chips at usually. 23 Philly. I'm going to have to go check my pot of red beans. I wonder if I sent a nice Washington quarter with no damage on the arrows that they put FA for full arrows on that slab. I'm curious about that. What the heck? Now, Pictured Rocks, there is a DDO in the Words in God We Trust on the Philadelphia Mint coin. I've got one. So I hate to have to go look for it to show it to y'all. Little Ring of Death going on there. Now that'd be a bummer. Ring of Death with the DDR. Shoot. The die chip in the crown. Yeah, this one. Now, these I can never find the double dies on, these window paints. And I have studied and studied everything on that thing. Now, I found some die chips in these kernels. I found that. Supposedly there's a die chip back here, but I never found them back in the back of the building. They call it the rat running up the pole or pipe. Another River No Return with a nice stain to it. Denver. Real gross. That is gross. That I'm going to clean. I'm not going to put that back in circulation. Some little kid got a hold of it. Heck no. I won't be happy until I find dye chip in that darn corn. In that trumpet. Oh, we got a bigger dye chip now. What's the other one at? Now we got a progression set going. See the little small one there? Small chip there. Bigger chip there. Small one right there on that side. Don't have one. So we have a progression set. Okay, we got two we can keep. No, not yet. I saw it pop up at work. I'm gonna look at it later. So you found a spike head on Washington Quarter. That's cool. Do we have any dye chips on here? No. See, this was one I would expect a lot of dye chip in these mango roots, but there's very few that I've found. That's the one cool. We can find dye chip right here on that wing. Or whatever that is, the back feather of the bird. Actually, it's going to be an upgrade in my book. One of my quarter books. Misty Coleman. This one got supposed to have doubling in. I've yet to find the doubling on the fireworks. Possible in the window, but this window's shot. This is the one that design didn't last long on the quarters. They just rub. It's like they wear out easily. There. Oh. Could have taken that one. Oh, I got doing another battle on Ray Shadow Legends. Probably this one will be alright on. Look, number 10. We're checking my food. Be right back. I was going to look at it tonight. I know I've seen Spike had a Washington Quarter before. See a quarter, pick it up. Be right back. I need to go check on my pot of red beans. Probably just turn off of that sit and cool down some so I can eat it, not burn my mouth. Okay. I just let the beans cool down, then I can eat after I get done with this stuff. I may do. We got a couple more rows of pennies. I may do a roll here. I don't know yet. I'm trying to keep it short tonight. Okay, I'm unplugging my phone. Oh, I won that victory. Cool. No, it's not going to happen. Two pin keepers and two paragons? No way. So I started back into coin collecting. All I did was quarters at first. Then I was doing, like 10 rows of pennies here and there and going to those, getting wheats. Lady finally said, why don't you get a box from us? I said, I can. She said, yeah. Denver. Pictured box. Let's see if it's Denver and Philly. If it's Philly, is it a DDO or DDO? It's not a DDO, but it is a Philly. I'm dreading tomorrow. We're having a meeting with the rest of the cat department tomorrow. I don't want to do it. We can probably get our butts chewed out. No die chip on the finger right there, so we'll keep that one. Oh, accidentally, the die chip on the hat on the other quarter we found Friday night, I already got that put up in the book. So we ain't gonna. So now I gotta figure out how many quarters I got to make up for quarters to get the box of nickels. It's just worn down. All we're doing those nickels. We'll start the nickels next week, but we'll finish up over the Thanksgiving holidays. I'm ready on Thanksgiving night when they get back from my sisters and just start blowing and going to those. Probably get some rolls on Friday night, and maybe I may do a Sunday afternoon live. I have not decided on that. I want to. So we get some more people during the live, but with football season, it may be a little bit tougher than said and done. I already checked the edge on the 65s. It's not silver. In case you're wondering. That's just dirty Idaho. I checked these because I noticed and known. Look, we got a little bitty tiny die chip right there, but not enough to keep it. Okay, we have to drop this cup down that earring. Yeah. It's just a shadow. Thought I found DDR001 again. It's just a shadow of dirt. Steak quarter. No high leaf, low leaf. There's a good article about that on in the Aeroscope. The low leaf was actually caused by depression in the raised portion of the die. And so it depresses it down into the metal. It causes the low leaf variety. Title 9. Nothing there. Denver. Back quarter. COVID quarter. The enemy Wong. What would that clash look like on that quarter? Enemy Wong. Texas. And the beans will smell good. My stomach's starting to rumble. That combo again. Go to Montana, I think. New York. New York City. Got a friend's got season tickets to the Yankees. I want to go so bad to see a game 1 year. Actually, I like seeing when they come play the Astros. P. And this one, there are die chips in the trees. I have yet to find one decent. Enemy one. And may be wrong, but can she be right? Oh gosh, no, I also found die chip on that airplane wing. Oh, I was going to show y'all a slab. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. God dog it. Well, I found the brush I cleaned that quarter with. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got 2 more rows of quarters left, and I get to eat supper. I found these quarters faster than I did the 2 rows I did the other night. God dog. Indiana, home of Jim Neighbors. Gilly. That got damage to it. I am thinking about, since they don't have live coin Q&A on Monday nights, I have thought about doing a live talk to get other people who roll hunt come in talking about, what they look for, what they found and all that. How they find what they find, determine what they got. Maybe get Blue Ridge Silverhound in on an episode. Who knows? The only problem is if I go to a different scout troop, they meet on Monday nights. Oh, we got the die chip in the 6. Very small die chip inside that 6. Oh, I haven't found one of those in a long time. I got ones in the 8, 9, and the 6. Oh, you're back. Okay. I'm on the second to last row. We're going to go through everything that I found at the end. I like to get anybody who wants to come on that's in on Discord, come on. Maybe get Chuck on and get Eric on. See if they'd be willing to talk. But I gotta get a soundboard and all that kind of stuff set up. I've asked my kids for a gaming headset. I'll do this gonna be sometime after the first of the year. Yeah, we got something going on with our hair right there, I think. Got a little, maybe just be dirt. Might get Miss Paula to come back. Hey, talk about, talk about what the Mint's doing, the penny situation and all that. I'm sure everybody's been covering that already. Do we get another W? No, we got a P. God, dog it. Yeah, I thought about doing some pennies, but my stomach's starting to hurt and growl. Start taking a risk on Raid Shadow Legends. I used to be in gold 5. I'm down like in silver 3. It's like in the arena. It's like killing me. So how you go up in that arena league? Hey, we got ourselves a Canadian quarter. 2018. So it's about time I said Ben earlier. It says Ben Watson found Canadian quarter. Heck yeah. Might try to get some other YouTubers like Quinn's Coins and get him on. Maybe his wife on too. So reach out to other content creators. Everybody sees, what we do and all that. And he has his coin hunting mats. I wonder if he's going to keep some of the penny hunting mats. Maybe get Justin from Couch Collectibles on. Get like once a month or maybe twice a month or whatever. Tell you what, I wish I lived on the Northeast. There's coin shows all up and down the East Coast. That is like contact mark. No, that's a die chip. Okay, we found a die chip in the bat wing. So the bat can't fly. It's got a chip in the wing. Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping more and more quarters out. Tennessee, that's another one we'll look for a die chip in. That may be one, but I don't know. My friend Nikki hasn't been coming in chat in a while. I wonder how she's doing. I ain't seen her on Blue Ridge's show here at all on Whatnot recently. Hope she's okay. I think she lives with her daughter. No die chips. See that Tennessee's got the same pattern right there, so that's nothing. It looks like they copied the exact same instrument for Louisiana and Tennessee. See, I want to go to the mint and watch them draw this stuff out. I mean, they draw the stuff to make the sculptures to make the coins. Make the they make the dies. Denver. One more row of quarters left, and we're gonna be done for the night, I think. Oh, I got defeated on Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, so that's not good. Try this one. We got 3 more left in this row of quarters, and we'll be down to the last one. Spinning horse? No. I had to buy one. South Dakota. Okay. Last row of quarters, and then I'm done with this for the night. No. I keep looking for it. I then go back into my mint rolls and check for that son of a gun. I don't think Dirty Waters found it either. There's damage there. Weir Farm. I want that Broken Branch die chip up there. Nothing there. There's the right coin. Right mint for that stuff. And her second husband lived in Maryland for a while. Now I live in North Carolina. She lives in between her 2 boys. Her oldest one, Tom, stationed at an army base as an MP, and they're one locals. Next thing I know, they get married. They got married when me and my ex were pregnant for our daughter. But she was pregnant for a daughter, I should say. Married like 2 months before she was due. Oh, we got bicentennial quarter. It was nice. Nice condition looking quarter. Almost like it came hot off the dang press. o'clock tonight. No FS 502 or FS 501. I'm keeping it anyway. You know, as a kid, I had so many of those. One of many of those I had, I spent in the arcade were actually double dice. I did not know it. Back when I was growing up coin collecting, the devil die you was looking for was a 1905 Wheatie. Those were called full arrows. Into there. What we got next? Another Vicksburg. This is another one I need to keep. I've actually been to the battlefield in Vicksburg. That's a long hike, let me tell you. You know, you hear about those battles. Vicksburg, Memphis, Port Hudson, New Orleans, Battle of Baton Rouge. But no, there was more than just those battles on the Mississippi River. Natchez was one. Don't hear that much about that battle. My son, he helped out with something on the bayou years ago when he was in high school. Went into one of these small communities and helped the poor people out with like repairs. They could do paint. And there were like 4 or 5 battles in that small town. Had this battle in New Orleans. Several times the Confederates tried to attack New Orleans and got pushed back across the river. And this town was like literally almost right up above. Above New Orleans. Okay, we're getting down to the last few quarters. I'm getting hungry. And I'm getting sleepy. Defeat again. Here we go. Something I can win back. Some points. This quarter feels thinner. It is thinner. This is Denver Minute coin, but it feels a lot thinner. White Mountain, I'm going to weigh it out. On a scale. $5.6 grams. Give me a different state quarter. Oh, wait, same as it feels funny. '79. Massachusetts, I know nothing on that one. No double die. A T on the bridge of the nose. No die chip in the hat. I get done with this, I'm probably not watching Spartacus. It's on Netflix now. Let me tell you, there are things on there I can't talk about. A few more quarters, and we're going to do a quick wrap up on the quarters that we found. Can't wait to tear into those quarters. Maybe do that on a Sunday afternoon or something, or Saturday afternoon. I need to get quarter tubes for them because I keep them marked. Okay, get this cleared off. So we're going to do a quick wrap up. Now I'm going to go eat. First thing we're going to wrap up with, we found us a Canadian quarter, 25 cents. Still in decent shape. Still got some luster left to it, and that ain't bad for... Oh, look, we got a die chip on the horn. Ah, I didn't notice that before. Oh, never mind. That's the spacing. Ah, 2018. We got the die chip on the bat wing. It's possible it could be a contact mark, but I'm calling it a die chip. Progression set of the die chip in the corn stalk, with this being the biggest part of it. Right there. Familiar string. Here's the baby version of it. Oh, it's upside down. Right there, know your screen. Die chip on her finger. Actually, you know what? That looks more like a contact mark. No, it's a die chip. Never mind. We're going to call it a die chip. Small die chip in the 6 on Utah. What we got here? We got a die crack right there above the N and Nina. We have a progression set of this die chip on the rock right there. Here's a small version of it, with the big brother version of it. Then the rest are just nice quarters. Oh, why I keep this one? Oh yeah, Drilling George. But I'm not going to keep that one. It's not that big. Die chip in the hair. That's been damaged. And there's nothing on this one. Why do I keep this one? I was going back. So these two are going back. Okay. The rest were just nice coins that I wanted to keep to check against my book. I'll do that later tonight or tomorrow. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for the chit chat. Everybody, y'all have a good evening. And I will be, like I said, I will be getting a box of nickels this go around for Thanksgiving weekend coming up. I may do a couple nickel boxes and go back to course. I may just do that on a rotation basis for a while and see how it works out. I may alternate every other week. We'll see. I'm trying to do quarters when they're selling whatnot, so I can get the quarters out the way, get the desk prepped up and all that. That's why I'm doing quarters. So, y'all have a good evening. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, shall I do a roll of pennies? I got 5 people here. Let's do a roll of pennies before I go. Let's do a quick roll of pennies. We can do that. I don't know how many I got left. Yeah, 6 rolls of pennies. So we'll do a roll. Let's do a quick roll of pennies, see if we find anything on it. How does that sound? Got a ridge running through one of these wrappers. Here we go. Some fine thing on these pennies. This copper I'm keeping. Actually, I'm trying to keep them all. Some of these are going to be donated to a 8th grade girl for points in her classroom. Man, I wish I would have stocked up on boxes of pennies. Who knows? Maybe if I get enough nickels and quarters, I might find some cuds. I mean, if I any, I actually found one in a bag of Wheaties. About 1956 cud. That's been a couple years ago. Still no copper. It's not. Occasionally, I have run across it. There's no copper in the rolls at all. Most times, it's either 1 or 2 at the least. But I know that weigh these out. Let's go. I'm still looking for that extra V. I'm willing to trade something for an extra V. Somebody's got one. Only thing I will not trade is my graded Indian head cent and my Cheerios penny. Someone give me three of them three of the Cheerios pennies, I'd give them a white AM 98 for three Cheerio pennies or three V's, extra V's. Copper, what we got? We got 75 Denver. 23 Denver here. My food is making me hungry. Yeah, I saw that. He's talking about the other night. He was selling the other night. He was talking about that dude. That's crazy. Those are all 2025s boxes. That's damage. $98. Did we get lucky again? Nope. Little grease stripes are going on there. No die cracks. Up there. Some dye polishing cloth marks. There's a nice 2025. I think I'm gonna keep that one. I keep that one out. I kept some 25s and 24s. To Denver. Some people think that's doubling. That's just the metal being pulled in from the coin. $69 Denver. We got a second copper coin. 81. There's a third one. Now, what I will do, as long as I can buy wheat cents locally, I will be doing that. And I got a bunch of books I can try to fill out. Okay. Here is a double die with machine doubling attached to it. That's just in the numbers. That's the different that's the different DDO. You got machine doubling and a double die all roll into one. I think it's more machine doubling than anything else. Let's see if it disappears. No, it did not disappear. So this is a new DDO. This is not up here in that trust or we or God. I'm sorry, I'm closer to the... Just in the number. Okay. Now, I've got about 30 rolls in a box over here of 2024 Denvers. Zinc rot. Hey, bet. That. That's all the zinc rot coins I pulled out since I started roll hunting. It's all zinc rot. I want to make a table out of it. All of them. End tables. Great, the bag is open. So then I found the double ear in that 84. I knew about that when came out of high school. Somebody found out like right after I graduated high school in 84. I think they found it that summer. And I never been able to find one. Even working at McDonald's, I sit there, I'll look at pennies, I'll pull wheat cents out. Maybe find buffalo nickels or silver. Actually, we had somebody come through and pay for a order of food, $10 worth of silver nickels. And one of the managers scooped it up before I could. Out of my drawer. So 25. Oh, we got ourselves a Wheatie, Beth. $19.40 Denver, we got a Wheatie. And look at it, look, it got some purple toning going on with that too. Oh man, if it wasn't for that little indentation, this is and that little mark there, this would be in the VF range. Yeah, put it up in that tube. We got ourselves a Wheatie. Live on YouTube. Yeah, that's some cool looking color, wasn't it? This is hub doubling. You're going to get W and the RTY, it says hub doubling. Well, we got 2 more pennies left, and then I'm calling it a night so I can eat and watch some TV on my phone. Okay, I got enough Denvers. I don't need any more. That's it. So we had 3 Wheaties and 3 copper coins. Well, I'm going to get out of here so I can eat supper. I'm hungry. I'll talk to y'all later, and I'll look at your Spikehead quarter and leave a comment on Discord. Y'all have a good evening.